Okay, so we have our large heavy bottom pot in the stove, on the stove, and we're gonna add just a bit of olive oil to that. Remember, there's oils in other places in the dish. No need to really go overboard on the olive oil. And remember that this extra virgin olive oil is actually robust flavored, so you don't want to have it throw off the dish too much. Now, once that oil is heating up, you can hear that sizzle of the oil. We're gonna add a bit of crushed red pepper to our oil to get that oil, just give it a little bit of flavoring. And we're going to add a dash of cumin to our slightly browned vegetables. Again, just a dash because, as Taylor noted earlier, cumin can be quite a strong flavor. So now that we have that, we have our heat going on this pan. It's really getting nice and hot, and we're gonna add in our veggies. That mushroom, that onion, that garlic, that blend, we're going to add that in. Once we've added that in, we're going to give that a quick stir. And once you've got all the pieces prepared, this dish comes together so amazingly quickly. So, there we go. We have that. Then, we're going to go ahead and grab our rice, and we're going to let that blend in with what we have going on in here. So we're gonna go ahead and just dice that rice up, cut that chunk. Since it's cold, it kind of congeals a little bit. You want to go ahead and kind of just break that up a bit. And already you can see some amazing color coming from our vegetables. And now that we've done that, we're gonna go ahead, and this is where we're really going to get the core essence of the flavor profile for an arroz chaufa. And that is these two ingredients here. The shoyu sauce, or as it's called, cebolla, which is basically any soy sauce you have on hand, and toasted sesame oil. Now, a lot of people don't like nut oils, but this really does add that quintessential flavor, so I wouldn't skip it. And we're going to grab our shrimp, which has been nicely browned. And you see we've cut half of it up so we really get that texture and flavor all throughout the rice. So, we're going to go ahead and dump in our chopped up shrimp first. And make sure you get all those juices again into the pan. Once you do that, again, you hear it crisping up, frying nicely. We're going to add first our soy sauce. You want to give this a liberal sprinkling over the rice. And you also want to make sure that you're being mindful because this can be a little salty, the soy sauce. So you want to make sure that you're watching out for that. So again, that just adds a beautiful scent to the rice. After that, I'm going to add in just the tiniest dash of sesame oil to the center because, again, that's a strong flavor as well. And we're going to get that rice real nice and toasted. And what's so interesting about this is I've had tons of fried rice variations, so I'm really interested in seeing how this one measures up to some other fried rices that I've had throughout my life. I'm really excited. It smells amazing in here between what Taylor and I are cooking, and it just seems like it's going to be phenomenal. So, add in our larger chunks of shrimp, and you want to give that a nice stir once again. And again, your focus is on crisping up this rice, so you want to keep that heat pretty high, which is why we're saving our larger chunks of shrimp for the last second. Now, that's pretty much it. All we're going to do now is the last ingredient that is essential to a fried rice, and that's 2 beaten eggs. So these are just 2 eggs, whites and yolks and all. We're going to beat that very quickly. Once we've got that beaten, we're going to go ahead and just toss that in there. And while it's whisking around, it's going to get cooked and really come apart into strings of eggs that are going to taste just amazing on. So you want to give it a bit of time on the base so that egg can truly cook, but you want to run your spatula or cooking utensil through it so that you make sure that it's actually getting scrambled in the pan so it can be incorporated nicely into our rice. And look at that. That looks like a beautiful, beautiful shrimp fried rice. And we still have a little bit of egg hanging out in that cup, so we're going to add that to the center finally. And once you've done that, your shrimp tau-fa is practically done. And the only thing we're going to do is top it with a bit of parsley, get that bit of freshness in there, and have a beautiful, colorful, flavorful rice dish. And we're going to hit that with parsley over top. Look how beautiful that is. It looks just, smells like a nice family dinner. Something that you really would prepare for your family on a nice weeknight and have everyone with their tummies full and happy. Thank you guys for watching me cook, and we'll be back later to see what our taste testers feel about it.
Alright guys, so we're back. We're going to go ahead and start cooking now. So what I'm going to do, I have the pan right here on kind of like a medium heat. I'm just going to put some butter in the pan, kind of swirl it around to have it cover the whole pan, because we're going to go ahead and saute our vegetables in the butter, because the butter just makes everything taste a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we have our vegetables here. I'm just going to go ahead and add in first the chopped onion. And onion is like great sauteed. It just tastes so much better in the butter. So we have that in. We're going to go ahead, dump in our green bell peppers as well. Get all of that in there. And then our tomatoes. I'm going to leave the parsley for now. I'm going to add that in a little bit later because I kind of want this to cook. So we're going to go ahead and take a spatula. Just kind of make sure that this is browning. Mix it up a little bit. Just make sure that all of the butter is hitting all of the vegetables. So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and season the vegetables a little bit. The shrimp is seasoned, but we want to make sure that every bite has flavor. I'm going to do, I'll add a little bit of just salt and pepper, garlic, onion mix, and then a little bit of paprika just to give it that extra flavor. Right, so this is going to go ahead and brown. And what's good about this dish is it's so simple. These are ingredients that are so common that you probably have in your fridge at any time, like onions, bell peppers, garlic. They're just such common ingredients that you can really make this more of an everyday dish. Rice is super common, especially in Latin American dishes, because it's such a great component to select a carb. It fills you up. It makes everything just a little bit fuller. That's why I love rice so much. So these are going to go ahead and brown. And what we're going to do is, once they brown, we're just going to move them to the side a little bit and add in our shrimp. So they're getting nice and brown here. I'm just going to leave them be for a second. We're going to go ahead and add in a little bit of minced garlic to give the dish a little bit more flavoring, because we have the garlic marinating in the shrimp, but we're not going to leave those big cloves in. We're going to go ahead and take them out after we get the flavor from them. So we just add a little bit of minced garlic, so we have a nice component of garlic in the actual dish in every bite. Alright, so those are browning. Make sure that they get the nice garlic flavor in there and it smells delicious. we're gonna go ahead and add in the shrimp. So what we're gonna do is just add them kind of one by one, just to make sure that they have their own space here. We're gonna leave the garlic in for cooking. We'll take it out at the end, just so it can still get that nice garlic flavor. That's really key to making this dish taste like a true Ecuadorian arroz con camarones. And shrimp don't take long to cook, so it's not gonna take long at all. This is actually a very quick meal as well. You don't have to marinate the shrimp if you don't want to. You can still get a good amount of flavor without marinating. So it could be a really quick dish that you can make kind of every day. So we're gonna go ahead and let that saute with the vegetables, and those are just gonna kind of stay in here. Now, while we were waiting, our rice was done, and it's a beautiful, really orange color. It's very fragrant. It's gonna be really what we need to kind of kick this dish up one notch and beat Peter Gay. Because this is so simple, but it really comes into how we're gonna use our ingredients, how we're gonna season our food, and that good stuff. Okay, so this smells great. You can really smell the garlic. I love garlic and I love onion, so I'm really excited to taste this. Like I said, I've never really cooked this dish, and I've never cooked with achiote, but what makes me better than Pure Gay is that I know how to cook. And so whatever I cook is going to come out good. No matter what ingredients I use, everything is going to taste. I can't say the same for her, but we're going to see once we get our contestants here, all of our food together, and then we're going to have someone come in. Taste it. Okay, so this is actually sauteing up really well. We're just gonna kind of let the shrimp saute on each side, and then we'll turn them over. Alright, so we're here. The shrimp have browned beautifully. We kind of cut them up into halves. So what I'm just doing now is just trying to get the rice and all the vegetables married together, so you can have a bit of everything at every bite. So I'm just mixing it around. The rice is cooked, the shrimp is cooked, so we're not really cooking it. We're just trying to make sure that we get everything together. So finally, we're gonna top it off with some parsley, and then it'll be ready to be served. I'm excited to see how it tastes and to see who's gonna win. This episode of Latin Test Kitchen is gonna be me, but we'll see.
I don't think so, because I think Taylor needed a bigger pot. But we'll go ahead and let our taste testers try.
I'm a junior at Washington University in St. Louis, and I'm ready to try some food. So,
This one's Taylor's that you're trying. The
Arroz
con camarones.
exquisite, yummy. The texture is just right. It's soft. Melts in your mouth. I mean, what more can I say? The flavors, very well put together. There's just a lot of different elements in here that I'm really digging. Good job.
All right, and
This is different. I'm tasting a lot more green onion. It's not as spicy as the first, but it's definitely more savory, and yeah, pretty good.
declare your winner.
I don't know. After a long, hard, strenuous deliberation, I finally realized that I like Peter Gay's rice better, but I like Taylor's shrimp better. So if you could combine both, that would be the perfect dish.
I'm Alex. I'm a junior at WashU. So I'm gonna try this.
I'll try.
This does have a lot of cage in it. Oh, good.
That's not what we were going for.
It's real sticky.
It is sticky.
Oh, this is hard. I must just pick which one I like better.
Yeah. Go for third bite.
I would like Taylor's. That's just because I like, have a preference for like Cajun. Like I think it's really good.
And comment on the other dish.
Yes, please.
This one's also spicy, but in a different way. I don't know how to describe it.
But are you satisfied?
But I like
with your
yes, it's great. The shrimp, fire.
plate? Thank you, Alex.